welcome to a brand new episode of NH Unscripted, you lucky listeners. I am your host, Ray Dudley. Yeah, proud to say that every day. You'll tell me from the crowd I got the Nehru jacket on, baby blue, matches my eyes, baby. Your job, kick back on that waterbed. Hey, light some incense today. Fire up that lava lamp and kick back. We have a great show on store for you today. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans in Concord, 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL, and it's a happening place. Let me tell you, get out there. Pick around. Like my chickens. Don't get me started on my chickens today. All right. Well, Daniel Siletti's in the house. We're always glad to have him. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. I'm happy to be back.
Except for chickens, huh? Sorry I brought that up. My wife is into chickens.
Everybody has chickens around here. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Except she works. So think who has to take care of these chickens. Yeah, daddy. Anyway, we brought Daniel in today. We want to talk a little bit about summer movies, Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, we do it all. It's an entertainment show. What the heck are we going to do?
It's true.
I want to touch base. I meant to do this earlier. Andrew went and saw what was a morning cartoon, which has been re-released as a movie. It's not the first version of it. Andrew, sir, what did you see?
I went and saw Masters of the Universe opening weekend.
Was it as bad as all the other versions?
Well, you say all the other. Okay, so here's the thing: you say all the other versions. There's only ever been one other film version.
Well, it's etched in my mind. What can I say? It burns.
So obviously, the original film with Dolph Lundgren came out in the '80s, and it was met with mixed reception.
Okay.
Some people remember it fondly because it is kind of an '80s staple. It was also the very first movie that Courtney Cox was ever in.
Oh. Really?
I did not know that.
It was I think it was one of her very first films. And obviously not her first media credit, but it was one of her first major films that she was ever in.
And she went on the screen from there.
Yeah, that and Friends and everything else.
What is it with all these Friends stars being in really bad, weird 80s films?
I know, because Jennifer Aniston was in the Leprechaun films.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was one of her first film credits,
Oh, my. Maybe it's you got to pay your dues? What's going on? That's true.
Yeah, you gotta
that's very true.
The 80s camp needs to be in your early resume.
Oh, my God. And so what was your opinion of? Give us
this current
review.
one, I think it was probably one of the best iterations. If they were going to do another Masters of the Universe movie, this was the way to do it. You can tell the director really cared about the original source material.
Oh, interesting.
He kept because again, if you watch the original cartoon, and I'm not talking about the sequel series that Kevin Smith did, as good as that is, and I do actually have a lot of fondness for it.
I didn't even know he did one.
He did, and it's fantastic.
Really? Is it a cartoon?
It is a cartoon, and it is a sequel to the original series.
What?
With Mark Hamill as Skeletor, and it's great, and it's the first season slogs a little bit. It takes a little bit to find its footing because it does some things that kind of leaves you going what, but it does pick up and it does get better. But this film is very much a love letter to the original cartoon, to the costumes. The campy humor, it's all there.
See, my question for you here is: Did you have the power?
He had
no.
He had the popcorn. That gives you all the power you want.
That's true.
Doesn't it?
No, they didn't quite do that.
Disappointment.
No, the little echoey.
Isn't that the call thing of it? I thought it was the whole...
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Oh, no, he does that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, he does that. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that is there. That is very much present.
Okay.
That was always the thing that I heard in the intro. It's this really verby echo. It's I have the power.
Well, to give you a little bit more solidification that this is good and very much still steeped in 80s lore. Brian May helped do the composition for the music.
Brian May?
Of Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Brian May helped write the music.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Wow.
And I mean, I can give you a little taste.
Yeah.
I like
pull it up
tastes.
when you
He,
can.
This is his title track, Eternia.
Oh, okay. Turn you. All right. Now it sounds like Queen.
That's not the bad.
Oh, so Daniel Pemberton is the chief. He wrote the music, but Brian May assisted with a lot of this.
Wow. That's gorgeous. Actually.
Oh, I love that.
Elegant.
Yeah. I would get that.
You know, it really does make a difference when the person who's running the project actually likes the project.
Yes. You know, here's the thing I have about He-Man and a lot of the companies a lot of the shows that were involved in that. The guy's name who did the original cartoon or was like a producer of it, I forgot his name, but I looked it up here. It was Lou Scheimer. Now, Lou Scheimer was the head or one of the heads of a company called Filmation, and Filmation. They were known. I always pick on them because they were known as bringing classic shows into an animated sequel. Like, these were the guys that did like a Happy Days cartoon and a Gilligan's Island cartoon, and then of course the infamous Star Trek the Animated Series. But the problem was is that this animation company was so limited. Like, you know, because I'm such a Trek fan, I watch the animated series up and down all the time. Yeah. But it's you watch, like, if you watch He-Man's arm or Spock's arm or anything like that, he moved his arm. How much money did that cost?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
That was the problem I always had with Filmation. I think they did a Batman.
Is it like claymation kind of a thing?
No, claymation is more fluid.
The animation is just, you can tell that they did not want to pay their animators.
No, they
a
did
lot.
not.
So they used a lot of reused footage and reused cuts.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Disney actually kind of did that in the very early days as well.
They did.
If you look at, like, I want to say like Robin Hood, Jungle Book.
Yep.
There was a lot of like early Disney films where they reused a lot of animation and they just put different clothes on the characters.
How did you
Snow
know
White,
that?
Sleeping Beauty.
How do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
I had no
There's
idea.
people who did deep dives.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You go back and you look, and you don't notice it right away, but like if you're paying attention, it's like, Baloo and Little John, because they're clearly animated by the same person, and it's clearly the same bear with a different fur color.
Doing the exact
same dance, exact same body motions.
Oh,
they just
my
copied
God.
and pasted, and they said, "Okay, call it a day."
Yep, that's exactly
Because they
it.
didn't want to
Cheap
have to
and
pay.
lazy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but
Cheap and lazy.
I will say that, like, again, even with those animations, like these cartoons are iconic.
Oh, they
and
are.
The characters
They
are iconic, and the director for Masters of the Universe paid special care to make sure that those characters looked iconic.
And I'll say this, you know, when they did do a sequel animated show to a sitcom or whatever, or a show, they always did try to get the cast members back. Like, they did get Adam West and Burt Ward for a Batman show.
Yeah,
they did.
They got almost the entire original Star Trek cast except for Paul Chekhov. I think they did get most of the castaways from Gilligan. They did get a couple of people from Happy Days. So
Whoever was still alive or still around, they tried to get them.
Well, because they needed money, because their shows got canceled.
I was just going to say, that's the thing. It's all about money. Follow the money.
Always about
That's
the money.
terrible. And all those cartoon things, they're just a pitch to get more money, too.
It's true.
There was no one with love for the original project, if that's the way they did it. Come on.
Yeah.
You want to be faithful to the original whole theory and,
That's what I love about Saturday morning cartoons, because they do open a door sometimes if they do a sequel show to a existing live action show. Like, I did a bit on my show where I had my guessing game at the end of my show on CTV, where the answer was from an animated Sabrina the Teenage Witch show.
Yeah, I saw that one.
But it was
put that on Instagram.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
And it was that show was supposed to be kind of like a prequel sequel to the live action Sabrina show. They set her back. I think she's 12 now, so she's not exactly a teenager.
Okay.
But the funny thing is that Melissa Joan Hart plays Sabrina in the live action show, but she voices the ants in the animated show, and Melissa's daughter voices Sabrina.
Oh man! Well,
So that's really kind of a nice little connection.
Yeah.
But my thing I always realize is that, okay, it opens the door, it gets people interested in these types of shows, but I swear my generation was the last to enjoy Saturday morning cartoons.
You think?
I
They've
think so.
evolved a
He might be
bit.
right about that.
I think
They've
I am.
evolved. Okay, we'll touch on that when we come back. Because there's a lot there. I mean, who would have thought? Saturday morning cartoons, there's a lot there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's deep. Getting deep in here. Wow. God. You are listening to NH Unscripted. I am your host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM. Sunny Walkmans. Man, I can smell the pool chlorine all the way over here. 101.9 FM for those beautiful souls of Manchester. Daniel Siletti's in the house. Andrew's behind the glass. We're talking Saturday morning cartoons, summer movies. Yeah, a lot to cover. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. So happy to be out of bed. We are coming to you from the Hanna-Barbera-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. That might give you a tip-off of what's going on here today. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL, and we are celebrating 80 years of community radio. Man, anything that's been done for 80 years, gotta have some longevity to something's going on there. Anyway, we're talking about Saturday morning cartoons. There were summer movies. You guys were telling me off air that there are cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons that have won awards. Is that
As
cartoon?
as bad as it was, I'll touch on it again. The animated Star Trek was the only Trek series to ever win an award for it was like a daytime Emmy type of thing. Yeah.
a cartoon about Star Trek?
Yep. But there are shows out there that I say, okay, this was so good. Like what one that was huge that everybody loved was the 90s Batman, the animated series.
Yep.
Everybody loved that show.
It won 4 Emmys.
Yeah.
Wait, it won 4 Emmys.
I believe that.
Between 92 and 95.
I
Yeah.
believe
It
that.
won-
Cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What?
I mean, it was...
Why? What was so good about that particular?
It's
literature?
writing. Gosh, where do you even start?
Where do you even start?
So,
Yeah.
but we all think of, well, if we start with like the original Batman TV show,
Yep.
not the comic because it got dark pretty quick, but the TV show was very light. How do you go from that to something that's that dark?
I mean,
Two words. Tim Burton.
Well, yeah, Tim Burton's 80s films like really showed the true depth. How dark and deep the actual comics are, because you can't reference. I mean, yes, do I think that Adam West's character and his iteration of it?
Be nice.
No, I'm not even gonna say it's bad. It is what it is. Like it warms people's hearts because it is something a little different. It's funny. It's quirky.
Yep.
It's campy. And it's beloved by a lot of people because it doesn't fit in with the rest of but also does at the same time.
Yeah,
it does fit into the Batman mythos and is part of that whole anthology in its own weird little way, to where it's actually included in the multiverse.
Yes.
So like it does fit its own little like niche genre, but it also isn't Batman as a whole. Batman as a whole has always been dark, and so Bruce Timm, the co-creator of that animated series, he kept Batman like what people know Batman to be.
Gotcha.
Also because of Tim Burton. Tim Burton had a huge part to play in that.
He did.
To the point where the theme music for that animated series is actually loosely based off of
Danny
Elfman's score.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So I mean, there's bits of the score that are kind of interwoven, and Bruce Timm went to spawn an entire series of animated shows and films that just started from Batman the Animated Series, and then we got Superman, and we got the Justice League, and we got everything from that.
Batman Beyond.
That guy's an ATM then.
I had the pleasure of meeting Kevin Conroy a year before he passed away.
Lucky guy.
A year before he passed away, he died from cancer. Truly the nicest human being on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
A very private human being, but he became everyone's Batman. Like, you talk about actors who have played Batman in the flesh. He has played Batman in the flesh and behind a microphone.
Yes.
He's done both.
I remember, exactly.
And the only reason he was able to do both is because the CW roped him in for some special event where he got to be Bruce Wayne on camera for the first time.
I remember that.
Wait,
and people lost their minds.
Is he the guy I saw who they had... he was going to play an older version of Batman. And he had the suit for his spine that had been broken.
Yep.
That's him.
That's Kevin Conroy.
That's Kevin Conroy.
And he was Batman from 92 to the early 2000s. Actually, no, later than that, because he was Batman in the video games as well, so into the 2020s.
Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this guy did a lot of things, and that's the beauty of Batman the Animated Series. I mean, like they even designed Batman to be like, okay, he's, if you look at him, he's kind of wearing like an Adam West style outfit. He's got the tights, he's got the orange, the yellow emblem, and they kept it like a film noir type of a look. And they gave it a very dark looking sense, but they didn't go too dark, which is what I like. And the thing about that and in other Batman iterations, like I grew up with the Batman, the animated show in the 2000s. Almost every iteration I saw, they tried to bring back Adam West in some form or fashion. Like the animated series, they brought him back as like an old superhero actor that Bruce used to watch as a kid. In The Batman, they made him the mayor of Gotham City.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, Adam West has definitely had his fingerprint on the character and the mythos for a very long time.
Wow,
but that's and that's, I seen a lot of different Saturday morning blocks. I saw all different types, from Kids WB to CBS, ABC, NBC, anything like that. And there was a whole bunch of superheroes. You had a whole bunch of Batman ones. Yeah. You had your Justice League and your other superheroes. You had personally my personal favorite Spider-Man show, The Spectacular Spider-Man. You even had superheroes that weren't superheroes. You had rescue heroes. That was a great cartoon I loved. And some of those connect to the summer movies that we have coming out, because we have Supergirl coming out.
Yes.
Which I'm really excited about.
It actually looks really, really good.
I know. And then we got a new Spider-Man coming out, too.
Which also looks amazing.
Next month, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Tom Holland's last go, from what I understand.
Is it really?
Yep.
You think so?
I think unless they've roped him in to do Doomsday, which I haven't heard yes or no on that.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he's just keeping his mouth shut.
I think this is his last go as a solo film.
Is he aging out?
No, I think he's just kind of done.
I get it.
Like he's had a lot of stuff going on in his personal life, and he might just be trying to branch out into other things, from what I understand.
Where's my Toby 4?
Toby
4.
There's rumors floating around that Garfield and Toby might be ready for another go. So
well, they might be in some of this the
Doomsday stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing what they're going to pull in for that.
I know.
It's amazing, the people.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine the nightmare trying to get all those people to film them all.
Money.
It's money. It's time.
Good point.
It's all kinds of things.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's nostalgia, but we know it's all money.
Yeah.
What else? What did you see? Oh, I wanted to let you guys know I did see a Spider-Man Noir.
I've been watching that.
I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
And it's a little
not
hokey.
bad.
It's a little hokey, but it's hokey on purpose.
Dude, it is all Nicolas Cage. He's got those mannerisms.
And you talk about it. Well, you talk about a character who's playing a character that he voiced.
Yeah.
He voiced Spider Noir in the multiverse films.
Yep.
Seriously?
In the Beyond the Spider-Verse and what have you. And so, like, having him play the character on screen for the first time.
It took a couple episodes.
It's perfect casting.
It took a couple episodes to get him to do, the Cage thing, but once he started going, I'm like,
caginess comes
out. I'm like, oh, thank you.
No, and he embraces it, and it's so Cage.
Yeah,
it's like Cage. You talk about a character that was so written for him. Like if you were going to have a comic book character. Like, yes, he played Ghost Rider, and it was okay. It wasn't.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, he was Ghost Rider for two movies.
Yeah.
And he was okay. It was okay for what it was. But like Spider Noir, he's perfect. Like I can't think of anybody else that could have been a good Spider Noir.
I was binging it.
I finished it in 2 days. I absorbed it.
Were you guys watching it in color or black and white?
I did black and white.
I did a mix. I did a mix because I actually looked it up, and there are some episodes that work really well in black and white, and there are some that work better in color.
Oh man, dang it! I watched it.
And somebody did a deep dive. So, I mean, you could do both.
Yeah.
In a way, I've done it in both. But there are some episodes that just truly translate better in black and white.
Really?
Yeah.
And there are some episodes that just really work well in color.
That's fair.
Man,
That's fair.
So-
man, oh man, oh man. All right. Boo was a great show though.
It's great. I love it.
I was so glad they did. When I first heard about it though, I'm like, oh man.
Well,
I know this is gonna go.
Here's my here are my two things about it though. I'll say I swear he's doing these other superheroes on purpose because he missed out on Superman there, and I'm just I gotta
He named his son Kal-El.
Did he really?
Did you know that?
I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
one of his kids is named Kal-El.
Wow! Holy Toledo! You got to be kidding me!
And not just because of the Superman thing, because the actual name Kal-El has a legitimate translation. It's not a Kryptonian thing.
Oh.
So there's two reasons behind it. He goes, obviously, people connected to the Superman movie I never did. So.
And people connected to the Superman movie I never did. But my other thing is that I'm going to keep saying this every time Nicolas Cage is brought up. Doesn't matter where I am, what's going on. I'm going to keep saying the same thing every time. Where's National Treasure 3?
Yes, I would love.
I don't know if Disney wants him to be associated with them.
Really?
But,
That's too bad.
I don't know if that's actually true.
Money grab. Come on. There's leaving money on the table.
I don't know.
I also saw Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was. I liked it.
Hold that thought,
Wait,
because
hold that thought, right.
Michael's actually had some connection to Saturday morning cartoons as well.
No.
He has.
Keep going with that.
The cliffhanger right there. My friends, you are listening, in case you didn't know, to NH Unscripted. I am your host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the BKXL Studios in Concord. Thinking another cartoon reference here somewhere in my mind. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. Summer movies. Saturday morning cartoons. That's what's on our schedule today. We will be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. Having a lot of fun today. Talking summer movies and Saturday cartoons. We are coming to... Is that the Mystery Machine like digs? It's great to have some little sidekick here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Daniel Siletti's in the house. Andrew's behind the glass. We're talking Saturday morning cartoons and summer movies. Daniel, you do stuff over at CTV too. What's happening over there?
I do. I do a monthly show called As the Reel Turns. It's a talk show where we talk about movies and shows, and I get as many guests as I can to come on, and we discuss it. We watch trailers, we talk about our favorite moments, and then we play a little guessing game at the end.
You watch the trailers during the show?
During the show, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I play the trailers during the show, and all summer long right now I'm doing a Muppets summer. So we're talking about Muppets all the way through. I've got the first couple episodes going up this week. We talked about the Muppet Show, and then we did the first trilogy, which is Muppet Movie, Muppet Caper, and Muppets Take Manhattan. And then we talked about that weird, speaking of Saturday morning cartoons, that weird cartoon Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies. I forgot about Muppet Babies. Oh my
that
God.
was a
I had
trend.
flushed that out of my
That was
mind.
new when I was a kid.
Well, that was a trend. At some point, every cartoon or every pop culture icon had to be a toddler or a baby or a kid. I didn't understand it. There were Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Muppets. Come 2000s, you had Looney Tunes. It just didn't make any sense. I didn't get it.
That was a trend, yeah.
Yeah, it was a trend. But
thankfully, a trend that ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're talking about right now on As the Reel Turns, and you can find all the episodes on the Daniel Siletti YouTube channel, and then on Continuation Pictures on Instagram.
Perfect. All right. I was saying I saw the movie Michael.
Yes.
Did you guys see it? Have you?
Not yet, but I need to. It's
not.
queued up.
I have not.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I like his music a lot. I don't know much else outside. I mean, I know a lot of things outside of his music, but I didn't know how far they were going to go in his life. I didn't know where they were going to go, what they were going to touch upon, what they weren't going to touch upon. But I hear that they stopped at his famous Pepsi commercial. That's where it ended.
Yeah. Shortly after that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that I'm actually okay with, because it's like, okay, we didn't go anything after that, which is probably a good thing. And
well, were they even going to tell the truth? Because recent files have come out to say that Michael wasn't actually the person that society thought he was.
Yeah.
It turns out he was actually protecting those kids, not the other way around.
Yeah.
But,
oh, well, they should have. Why would they not do that?
Come to find out, he was protecting those children. It wasn't the other way around.
Well, see, that's a good thing, though, because like they didn't even go there. You know, either
and
way.
I don't think they had to.
Either
to
way,
be honest.
I get it. I think they were,
because I think the movie's focal point was more about his relationship with his father and him
and it
giving Joe the boot towards the end there.
Even though it was a somewhat disturbing portrayal of his dad, I think they did not.
Well, from what I heard, he was kind of not the greatest guy.
I heard the movie sugarcoated it. Like, it still wasn't as bad as it could have gotten. Because, Joseph Jackson was not a good person.
Yeah, so I've heard. No, they showed him.
You thought Macaulay Culkin's father was bad. Like,
now, I thought we weren't going to go there.
This is reaching. Oh, my God.
No, that's about as far as I'll go.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Joe was okay in this. I mean, they showed him to be mean, but thankfully, it wasn't like a... You knew he was going to whip the kid. You know,
yeah.
They kind of did it in the back. You didn't see a
yeah.
lot of it. So I was grateful for that. But I knew that they had kind of, sugarcoated a bit.
I'm kind of bummed because from what I know, the guy did not sing. They had Michael's actual songs, just him dubbing the songs, which is kind of a bummer.
And that's what they did with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah.
But I will say that the kid playing Michael Jackson in this is his actual nephew.
He did a great job.
Is it really?
Oh, my God.
It's Michael Jackson's nephew,
Did not know that.
An incredible job. He did an amazing job.
Okay.
But I was very caught off guard, but I didn't realize Michael was so passive. You know, he's talking with his dad, and he never argues with them. He just kind of closes his eyes and accepts what his dad's telling him. Or,
Meanwhile, that's what abuse does to people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good point. All right, so that's a downer.
What you said there was a connection between Saturday morning cartoons?
There is, yep. So the Jackson 5 had an animated series that ran from 71 to 72.
I had forgotten about that.
And which studio do you think ran that?
I'm going to say ABC.
Filmation.
No. Who?
Well, I don't know the studio, but I can tell you the creators.
Yeah.
Rankin and Bass.
Really?
Rankin and Bass had a hand in the Jackson 5 animated series, which was voiced by the majority of the Jackson 5, including Michael.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Ran from 71 to 72. It was very short-lived. It did re-air in the 90s briefly.
See, that's kind of like the Beatles had one, too. They had an animated show, too, which I don't think any of them came back for. But
No. But, they did have a Jackson 5 animated series that ran for a little bit. And Rankin and Bass helped make it.
Wow, the things you don't know.
We talked about the CTV show I do. And, one topic we covered, which I found out had like 1,002 animated shows. And I'm surprised how many they'd had with various different companies, including Rankin Bass doing one, an anime one, preschool kids, adult kids, anything. Wizard of Oz.
Wait, what?
Wizard of Oz has had like thousands of animated shows.
Oh, yeah, it has.
And it's like, wait, how many times can you tell the same story? Which I suppose you can say the same thing about.
Was it the same story all the time?
I mean, Frank L. Baum had multiple books.
Right.
So.
True, yeah.
Right.
It wasn't the same story all the time. Like, one was like an anthology show. One was they were making up new adventures.
I didn't know that.
How many times can Dorothy go to Oz?
Yeah,
but,
good point.
I just, when I was doing my research for that show, I said, oh my gosh, how many can we go through? I remember seeing ads for the anime one, which I found out was narrated by Lois Lane, Margot Kidder.
What?
I know. That was one of those like weird Saturday morning blocks I remember where they showed that for some reason. And I said, "Oh, that's a strange choice, but okay, sure, why not?"
Huh. Wow.
But it's some of those animated shows. Like I said, I swear I'm the last generation, and some of the shows I remember seeing, they would do reruns of old ones. Like I remember seeing Inspector Gadget with Don Adams all the time.
Yes, I remember.
But
We've come so far.
Oh, yeah.
So far from like the Davy and Goliath, Gumby and Pokey.
Sure.
Oh, my
Sure.
God, have we come a long way from that.
I recall. So it's funny you bring up Davy and Goliath, and I'm not going to go too far into this because it's wildly inappropriate. But Adult Swim on Cartoon Network did try to do their own spin on Davy and Goliath called Moral Oral.
Yes, I did hear about this. Yes.
Not for kids at all.
Absolutely not.
But same exact animation style, like
Really?
even to the point where they tried to get the music close.
Oh, my God.
And it's just it's clever, but
Davy.
by God, is it inappropriate?
There was like an animated there was a comeback special for Christmas that Davy and Goliath did, and I remember seeing that a whole bunch of times. This was like 2004, and then I would pick at the series every so often.
Yeah,
but it was that special that was like, okay, now I like this Davy and Goliath thing. But no, I mean all those old cartoons. I remember seeing those like on DVD collections all the time. I watched like Popeye and Betty Boop and
oh my God!
oh yeah, no, those were good favorites of mine.
So if you guys had to list, I mean, since we're talking about Saturday morning cartoon, you had to list some of the best ones that you thought out there. What would they be and why? Was it because the story, just the character, the voices? What would make it hit your top 10, say?
See, this is my cartoon brain turning on, going through every show I've ever watched.
Yeah, it'll
some,
damage you.
Some like haven't even ever been on a Saturday morning block where I said they should have been on a Saturday morning block. A favorite of mine was always, I did say Spectacular Spider-Man. That was one of my all-time favorites, just because the stories were so good, the animation was fun, the
That was a
villains
good
were
one.
great. That was a good
A
one.
little bit after my time, but it was still a good one.
Yeah. I'm a big history nut, so I always loved Liberty's Kids.
That was the thing.
I remember that
Wait,
one.
that's
That
the
was
thing?
kind of an
Liberty's Kids.
informative little.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a great show. It was these three teens.
PBS, right?
It was PBS, and then they came on CBS, I think. These three teens in the colonial era.
Yeah.
They work for Benjamin Franklin's newspaper, and they're just like they report on all the events that are happening back then.
Jeez.
It was brilliant and a great little history
PBS,
thing.
they didn't color code it or try to slant it at all?
No. In fact, their voice cast for some of these people was amazing. Ben Stiller, Arnold
What?
Schwarzenegger,
No,
Billy
no,
Crystal.
come on.
Oh yeah.
You kidding me?
I'm 100% serious. Yeah. Walter Cronkite was the voice of Ben Franklin.
That is
That kind of tracks, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
If I was going to have Ben Franklin voiced by somebody, Walter Cronkite does kind of work.
He did great.
All right, hang on there. Some days I feel like we're barely getting started.
I know.
You are listening to NH Unscripted. Daniel Siletti's in the house. Andrew's behind the glass with some commentary. We are coming to you from the Mystery Machine like things. I'll get this out right yet. The WKXL studios in Concord. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Daniel Siletti's on CTV periodically. Get over there and check that out. We got a few more movies to cover. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. I know you're inviting the whole family over to hear this. I get it. We get it here. We are coming to you from the daily planet-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. No kryptonite allowed in the building. 1450 AM, no red kryptonite either. 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans and 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. All right. We're talking summertime movies and Saturday morning cartoons-ish. What movies are coming out this summer? I know Supergirl's coming out in just a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So excited for that one.
so excited.
Why? What about that? Because did you like the David Corn?
I loved the
'cause
David
David did
Corn
great,
story.
yeah.
David was great.
David was great.
I love him as the new Superman, and I went in with no expectations because I was definitely a Henry Cavill.
Yep.
You can have him.
Fanboy.
Whoa.
You can have him.
We might fight later. Again, that's not to say that I don't like other Superman.
Yeah.
Like, obviously Christopher Reeve is like the gold star standard. I love Brandon Routh. Didn't like him as Superman.
That's fair.
I like the actor. I like him in other things, and I liked his take on Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah.
But as a sequel to the Christopher Reeve films, not so much. It was a miss for me.
How about the one on the TV? Who's the guy who played him on TV recently?
Tyler Hoechlin.
He
was great. Yeah. I loved Tyler. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah. And then I always have a soft spot for Dean. Love Dean.
Yeah, soft spot for Dean as television Superman.
And George.
George was great.
George.
I loved Henry, but I actually liked David Cornsweet more.
See,
he's got the humanity of Superman down to a science.
Yes.
And I just thought it was really, really great. And you could see a touch of Christopher Reeve in there. And I mean, it helped that he was coached by Christopher's son.
Yes.
Which was very helpful, I'm sure. But
you think he felt he needed that? Why would you need that? Was that?
I mean, he wanted to. From what I understand, he really wanted people to kind of have that, have that touch, that connection to Christopher Reeve in those original films. And
well, I mean, you had the John Williams score sprinkled throughout that that film. And when I first saw it, when I first saw him, I was like, oh, yay, he's wearing underwear.
He's wearing the underoos. Yeah.
Thank you.
He looked right. He sounded right. He wasn't a perfect Superman. You didn't have because I think that was the big gripe with Henry Cavill is that he was too strong. He was
no underwear.
And no underwear. They went with the New 52 kind of suit where it was just a plain bodysuit.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of. Whereas this Superman felt strangely human, and I think that's why people liked him, and he was approachable.
So I mean, yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to Supergirl because, I love Helen Slater, back in the between '80s, but yeah, I'm open to see how blanking on her name does, but but between Supergirl and then we talked about Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yep.
That's going to be a huge superhero summer, and I'm so excited for that. You mentioned Michael though.
Yeah, the movie Michael.
There's a biopic also coming out for, of all people, Jimmy Stewart.
What?
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yep, there is a Jimmy Stewart movie coming out.
Which
Mary?
Yeah.
I put
you want the moon, Mary?
Went at the Joe's house.
Oh, you want the moon, Mary? I'll get you the moon.
Welcome to the Jimmy Stewart Sound-Alike contest.
Yeah, he did just have a very distinct voice, though.
Have you met my friend Harvey over here? No, I love Jimmy Stewart, and I just hope this guy does the role. I think
he looks it right. He sounds right.
Do we know him? Who is he?
He played Archie in the TV show Riverdale.
Oh, I did not know there was that guy. Okay,
there's a connection.
Okay.
Talk about a connection. Saturday morning.
Well, here's the thing. I love Jimmy Stewart. I've seen a good handful of his movies.
Yeah.
I was in a stage play of Harvey, and I've been to. Get this. I've been to Seneca Falls, which is the basis town for Bedford Falls.
Yeah.
And they have an It's a Wonderful Life festival every year.
Oh, yeah. It's a big deal over there, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And they have a guy who plays Jimmy Stewart, and this guy nailed it.
Dang. Might as well be his clone.
Oh my gosh!
I've heard about this guy. I've heard about him. I've never actually seen it in person, but Daniel's right on the money.
Yeah, I've met him. He's super nice. Brian is his name, and he actually did an entertainment update for my show at one point. And because I got in touch with him, I got his contact info and say, "Hey, could you do this in Jimmy's voice?" And he said yes. And he was so nice, and so he was really, really great guy.
Are you guys interested in any of the other the Avengers stuff coming out? I mean, or are you like?
I'll be honest. I'm behind my Avengers game because I like Marvel movies, but I have to really be in the mood for it. Mm-hmm. And I saw the first two Avengers. I did not see Endgame. I did not see Infinity War.
Oh, you got to get caught up.
I know, big time. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
But because with a movie, sometimes I if it's too long or if it's too in your face, I start to lose interest, and that's what I felt like those movies were doing. They were
your meds.
Well, that's true. I can. But they were stretching out to 3-hour long movies, and I'm like, okay, if I want to do that, I'll stay home and watch Sound of Music or Gone with the Wind. Yeah.
Well, you think these other ones are going to be that long? I mean, they got like 80 people in that.
Doomsday might be that long.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Happens.
I love that everyone's coming into this movie. I love that, but it's just if you can't.
You got to make it digestible.
Yeah, if you can't have it digestible, then you lose me.
I heard that they're going to have like 12 variations of like Hulk and 4 variations.
Do we
of-
I mean,
that?
I would take anything with a grain of salt until we actually see like a legitimate
Excellent.
trailer.
Yeah.
Right now, with the resurgence of AI,
Yeah.
so many people are releasing fake things that almost look like they could be the real thing.
Yeah.
But until I see that actual official post from Marvel Entertainment, I'm not buying it.
They're not putting out anything, though.
They're
They don't
keeping it
put-
super hush hush.
They are.
All those
They are
directors'
holding
chairs.
everything
I know.
close to the vest.
Yeah,
Which I get it. They want people to be legitimately surprised. I mean, that was their whole campaign with Endgame. Don't spoil the Endgame.
Don't spoil the end game. Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll do it.
Yeah,
Well, what
and
else are you guys looking forward
Well,
to?
that's
then?
the another. That was another Saturday morning cartoon. There's been
Got ya.
1,002
Oh.
Marvel Saturday morning cartoons out
point.
there. I mean, they
Great
were
point.
the kings in like the 90s with all the Hulk
X-Men.
one, the X-Men,
Yeah.
Spider-Man. They had them all.
There was superheroes, and there was a. I told you I'd tease you.
Oh, okay.
There was a very famous film director who dominated the Saturday morning cartoon atmosphere from the 90s into the early 2000s.
Wait, what? Say that again?
A very famous film
Yeah.
director dominated the Saturday morning cartoon scene from the 90s to the early 2000s.
I have no idea who that would be.
It's a big one too.
Really?
Like it's glaring.
You're talking like Spielberg size?
I'm talking exactly Spielberg.
Spielberg?
Spielberg
Oh,
dominated.
I know where you're going with
Yep.
this. I know where you're
He
going.
had a slew
Yes.
of animated cartoons that he directed and produced that dominated the market from like the 90s to the early 2000s.
Can you name it? What would that be?
Yeah, well-
Tiny Toon Adventures, which was a sequel to the Looney Tunes.
That
You
was
had-
my jam.
You had
That was my jam.
Animaniacs.
I
You had
forgot.
Freakazoid.
Oh
You had
my
Pinky
God.
and the Brain.
Pinky
You
and the Brain.
had,
Dude, those are excellent. I forgot all about
and
them.
he produced, directed, wrote all of them.
I had
Yes.
no idea he even came near those.
Tiny Toons was.
They
you know,
tried to come back with it. It
Tiny Toon,
didn't
great
quite
Oh,
hit.
don't
but
even. Don't even.
It was.
Don't.
What do you mean?
even.
What do you mean?
I mean,
like, don't bring it up. Or?
I mean the fact that Buster and Babs were boyfriend and girlfriend, and now you make them stupid siblings.
no, they rewrote it to make it to well, we're not going to go there because we can't do that on
Yeah,
this show. but-
can you say down, 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 down?
Oh, yeah. Slight reference there.
But no, that show was great. I love that show because there were 1,000 references and they were really fun. And I love the inclusion of the Looney Tunes. Animaniacs was a very similar thing. 1,002 references in your face. I lean more towards Tiny Toon probably just because I like the inclusion of the Looney Tunes.
And Mel Blanc did voice some of the Looney Tunes back in the early 90s. It was
Yes.
before he passed away,
Yes.
so he did still kind of have some involvement with
A
it.
little bit, yeah, a
nice
little bit.
tie in there, though. I'm
But-
glad they would let him do that.
Well, I think there was this big resurgence in them because I think it was a little movie in 1988, Roger Rabbit.
yeah. Oh, good point.
When you had two studios that could actually get along back
Yeah,
then, you had
yeah.
Warner Brothers and you had Disney saying, "Hey, what if all of our characters existed in the same universe?"
What if?
Brilliant idea.
Yeah.
When you got Mel Blanc and the original voice of Mickey Mouse on the same, in the same
Yeah.
in the
What
same
a
scene,
concept.
No
and
kidding.
it worked.
And it worked. And it worked.
And it was
did
one, and
work
it's still
big.
one of the funniest movies of all time.
Hey, I
like
rewatch
it still
it
leaves me in
periodically.
stitches.
Yeah, I'm
Can
with
you
ya.
Can you tell my parents that? they disagree with me.
My father and his brother saw that in movie theaters when it came out. He goes, there was not a dry eye in the house. Everybody was belly laughing so loud.
Hodgkins does a great.
Hoskins.
Yeah, he does a great
That was
job.
actually something I tried to replicate in a thing back I did in 2020 where I did quarantine with cartoons, where I tried my best to put cartoons walking around the house and I tried interacting with them. I'd say about half of it worked, half of it maybe not, but a lot of great stuff.
All right, real quick, we're finishing. Couple of movies you're looking forward to this summer.
Supergirl, Spider-Man, Jimmy.
Andrew.
Pretty much the same, honestly. Like those are the big ones on my radar that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Avengers myself.
That's fair.
All right.
That too, but yeah.
All right. Well, there's one show down. My gosh, you could have talk for hours. You have been listening to NH Unscripted, but as happy as I am to be doing it. Yep. We are coming to you from the Daily Planet-like digs of WKXL Studios in Concord. Keep Jimmy Olsen away from me. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans. NHStockRadio.com is our URL. Check out Daniel Siletti's stuff on CTV.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.